Good early morning. Welcome back to Forgotten Dailies. It's currently 4:06 a.m. It says it's 12 degrees outside, the truck does. I'm about to embark on a journey. We're heading south. Luckily, it's warmer down there than it is up here. The truck was covered in snow. This trip was supposed to happen yesterday, but Friday night it decided to dump about 4 or 5 inches of snow on us. So fortunately, I was able to put it off for a day. Anyways, making this trip by myself, that part's not going to be fun. We're driving just over 500 miles one way, chasing down a bunch of L-body parts. We have a 5x8 enclosed rented U-Haul trailer behind us, and the gentleman says that we will fill it in the truck. So with that said, it's going to be a long day. I don't know when I'll be home, but we're going to get ready to head south. Drive as far as I can drive until I have to stop. I've got a full tank. And see what we can get before we have to stop the first time. Won't be able to do too many update videos as we go along. Since I'm the only person in the truck, I won't have anybody to video. I have to pay attention to the road. But when I stop and get fuel, I might do a quick update just to give an idea of how the trip's going, and then if I'm able to, I'll do one once I get there, at least maybe of some of the stuff. I don't know. I don't like videoing at other people's property, but I'll see what the owner says, and we'll go from there. All right, with that said, wish me luck. Truck's getting warm, and I'm going to get ready to go. I wanted to show this real quick. I'm still on just now got on the interstate. So for my drive from here on out is all interstate. It's 4:42 in the morning. Normally this Interstate 71, is pretty heavily traveled. Pretty cool to see it, like barely anybody out here. That's one of the other reasons I wanted to leave so early. Not just because of the long drive, but then just because, less traffic I have to deal with. Anyway, we're making our way. GPS shows about 7 hours and 20 minutes, give or take. So it did change again on my way. The first part of my drive is back state route, but it's 2-lane and it's windy and hilly. Anyways, on my way through that, the GPS decided to shorten my route. Thank you, GPS. Alright, so we are in Kentucky. We just crossed the river a few miles back. I couldn't do video of that because it was a little busier traffic, and of course it's windy, but it's really pretty. Wish I could have got downtown Cincinnati. It was all lit up, looks nice. It is 7:04 a.m. We are under 5 hours to go. I've got stopped one time for fuel here in a little while. The plan is to make that my only fuel stop on the way down, and then we'll have to stop and get fuel on the way back. But the plan is to get down here as fast as we can, get loaded up, so we can turn around and head back home. I'd like to get home as, obviously as fast as I can. With that said, we're going to cross Kentucky, we're going to cross Tennessee, and just go into Georgia. We're literally going into Georgia, I don't know, I'd say less than 10 miles. But with that said, let's get back on the road and keep on going. Alright, to deal with this glare of the sun, I apologize. We're about 3 hours out. It's 9:10 a.m. 23 degrees, so it's still cold even though we're several hours south from home. Stopped a little while ago and filled up. Should be okay to go down and get everything loaded up and then turn around and head back. I'll have to stop and get gas at least one more time, maybe two. We'll see how it goes, but we're making good progress. Traffic's been pretty light, thankfully. The highways are clean, so keep moving south. See you in a little while. Alright, we are about half a mile from Tennessee. Fortunately, we're going north and south through Tennessee, not east and west, so we got the short side. I think it shows we have just over 2 hours to go. I think it was like 150 miles, give or take, somewhere in that neighborhood. It sure is pretty down here, but it's really pretty in the fall when all the leaves are changing colors. But just wanted to do a little video here. We have now almost, probably right about here, officially crossed into Tennessee. With that said, we're going to keep going. Try to get down here and get this loaded up and turn around and head back home. We'll see you soon. Alright, so made it down to Georgia. It was literally 2 or 3 miles inside the state, thankfully. Trailer's loaded, truck bed's loaded. We're heading back north, back to the house. I think it's 1:35 right now. It's giving me an ETA of about 8:45, give or take. Of course, I'll have to stop, get fuel, get some food. But anyway, got a lot of stuff, a lot of L-body stuff. There was actually some Murata stuff in there as well. And then a few pieces for, I think, Daytona and I don't know what all. Didn't really like dig through, just kind of looked at the totes that he had and blah blah, you know, whatnot, and started loading it up so I can get back home. This has been a long day already. It's going to continue to be a long day. I got a long drive ahead of me still. So with that, keep heading north, get home, call it a night. I'll try to update as I get closer to across Tennessee back into Kentucky, and then from there back to Ohio. Alright, so I am just north of Rocky Top, Tennessee. If you're older like me, you'll know what that comes from, what that's famous for. I'm just still amazed at how beautiful this country is. Like when you're driving across all the different scenes that our country has to offer. I mean, just like straight ahead, it's just beautiful. About 145 miles from Lexington. So we're getting closer. ETA hasn't changed. I'm going to stop here in a little while eventually and grab a bite to eat. Still plan on doing that. Got 240 miles to this tank's empty, and then I think I've got 400 total miles roughly to travel to get back home. So it's going to definitely take one more fuel stop. But I'm going to try to go as far north as I can. I'm trying to get back to Ohio before it gets dark. It's 3:07, so I should be fine, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't mind driving at night, but since I've been driving all day, I'd rather be driving in the daylight because, yeah, as everybody knows, at night it kind of has a tendency to mess with your head a little bit, so especially when you're tired. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up and just drive for a little bit, let you see the scenery down through here. It's just beautiful. Big cliff face here in front of us, rock cliff face, whatever. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the video or not. It's really cool. Alright, I'll quit boring you. This truck here I'm about to pass got a bunch of looks like turkeys. Turkeys I'd say. Alright, another update, about 30 miles from Ohio. Thank goodness. I'm glad to be back in Ohio. I never thought I'd ever say that, but it's true. Still got a few hours to drive. Good on fuel. I may have to make one more pit stop. We'll see how that rolls. But we're making good progress. The traffic's pretty light. It's running really smooth. Alright, there's Cincinnati, straight ahead. About to cross the river into Ohio. You're gonna enjoy the view with me. Been through here several times. Sometimes this place is backed up for miles. Fortunately, it doesn't look like that's the case today, so that's good. GPS is wanting me to take a different route. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to go with the route I know. Probably might take me an extra minute, maybe. We're looking for I-71 North. It's that feeling like when you get back to your home state, you feel like the trip's done. We still have a couple more hours of driving because we're on the northern end of the state. But, you know, a lot further than we was a few hours ago, so I'm okay with that. So we're going to be merging to the right. This bridge is pretty cool. It's got 2 layers, I think, 2 layers. So northbound is on the bottom and southbound is above us. Of course, earlier today we were on the upper part. This trailer's pulled really well. It's a U-Haul trailer. It's a 5x8 single axle. Really don't even know it's back there. It's kind of nice. It rides better now than it did on the way down. On the way down it was riding rough. It's because it was empty and real bouncy. Now that it's got some weight in it, it's a lot smoother. Who day for my Bengals fans. I'm not a big NFL person, but I do like the Bengals. Always have since I was little. I'm gonna go through a tunnel here in a few minutes. Gotta pay attention to my signs though. Nice thing about it being 2 lanes is if you can go a little slower, they can go around you. Cincinnati Reds Stadium's off to the right as well. Can't really see it from here, especially in the dark. Here's the tunnel. Alright, a couple more hours and I'll be at the house. Alright, last update for the night. It is 9:28, I'm home. I left around 4 o'clock this morning, just pulled in the driveway. I'm whipped. It's time to go in the house, get cleaned up, and go to bed. Catch you in the morning. Alright, so it's the next morning. It's not as cold out as I expected it to be. Sun's shining. It's cold, but not like I thought. So, what'd we get? Door that doesn't want to open, and a pile of parts. Stuff falling out as I open the door. Obviously things shifted during our travels, but that's okay. So the trailer's about half full, stacked up, and it's full from front to back. I'm not going to get into details of every single part that's here, but there's definitely a bunch. There's totes and boxes and whatnots all through here. I know there's a hood and a hatch. Hatch is pretty much junk, but I brought it anyways. There's rims, there's a black dashboard, some Rampage seats, some Rampage scoops, and then a whole bunch of new stuff and just a whole bunch of stuff. So then also the bed of the truck is full. That's mostly got nose cones like GLHS and GL or Shelby Charger, noses, a 4i Rampage Charger, Turismo nose, fenders, I don't know what else, some just longer stuff that I stacked in the bed of the truck just because it was easier. Anyways, I'm gonna unload this trailer for now to get this trailer so I can get it returned back to U-Haul. And once I get home from that, I'm gonna start lugging all this stuff down to the basement where we have our storage is at, and then start going through it. I appreciate you watching this far. It was a long trip. Was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. It's just gonna take me a while. It's gonna take time because there is a lot of stuff. It doesn't look like a lot, but there is. There's a lot of smalls, but that's okay. This is what we do. It's what we enjoy. It's what we love. So, like, follow, subscribe. Let me know if there's anything particular you're looking for, particularly for L-body stuff, because that's what the majority of this stuff is. You can find the link to our eBay store in the description. You can also email me at forgottendailiesllc@gmail. I'll put that in there as well. Or you can message me on here. Not every sale has to be through eBay. That's just our preferred method of selling. Just because it's easier and it keeps track of inventory, etc. Anyway, I appreciate you watching again, and I hope you have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one.